So I've been the bourbon writer at the Courier-Journal since about May 2015. Yeah, right before Derby started. And before I took that job, I really didn't know much about bourbon. Like, this is how little I knew. In college, I dated a guy who drank a lot of Evan Williams. And yeah, and he had a line of empty bottles. He and his roommates had a line of empty bottles on their porch. And since I never asked why they liked that brand so much, I just assumed it was because it was a cheaper version of Jack Daniels, which is wrong on a lot of levels. For one, they're not owned by the same company. And for another, Jack Daniels is Tennessee whiskey. It's not even bourbon. So I know what you're thinking. How did she get that job? And trust me, I was thinking the same thing because after college, I never really drank a lot. I was not, the partier person who knew all the hot spots to go to. And I was kind of, worried that I was getting into this job that I wasn't really personally interested in. So I kind of, hoped I wasn't making the wrong decision. But y'all were really helped me out. I started talking to people. They answered all of my really dumb questions like, what's a still? If bourbon is brown, why does it come out clear? And they, really let me in on why bourbon makes Kentucky, Kentucky. It's not, about getting drunk. It's about history and creativity and tradition and really being part of something that has been around for a century that, our ancestors have done and that, their family members have done. And until that point, I never really knew what it meant to be a Kentuckian, but after I started learning about bourbon, I could see what that was. So now I still really don't drink a lot, but when I do go for a drink, it's a glass of bourbon.